Hello, Aquarius. Welcome to your August reading, to your House of Mirrors, to Leo season. And that is really the way I started to think about the energy for you this month. It is quite the shakeup. Fixed signs are really getting a big infusion of change. And it can feel a little overwhelming. You particularly have some pretty profound placements. So first of all, we have the sun in your opposite sign of Leo. We have Mercury retrograde until the 19th in your opposite sign of Leo. We have a new moon, partial solar eclipse on August 11th in your opposite sign of Leo. The Fool. The Fool came out for Leo too, actually. Very interesting. New beginnings, new starts, fresh understandings of what it means to be on this planet in a physical body, in relationship, in connection to others. 8 of Cups. Leaving behind. The only way to be the fool is to leave a party that is no longer serving you. Sometimes, Aquas, I feel like you are that lone seeker. It's like you love the party, you maybe started the party, maybe you even made it an entertaining party, and then you're turning away and you're up on the hillside far away from the party and you can see it behind you, but you can't relate to it anymore. And maybe that's what's going on here. We also have Uranus going retrograde in Taurus, your 4th house, 3 of Cups. Your 4th house of your interior space, your moonlit landscape, your shadow side, but also your home, your environment. There's a lot of energy in the grounded signs. Mars also retrograde in your sign. And then within August, it goes retrograde into Capricorn, your 12th house. The sign right before yours. So you can see how all of the energies are kind of working to take you internal, to take you on a journey into the internal. But however, there's a lot of social high energy things going on outside of you. Wheel of Fortune. You can see how things are being reshuffled here already, so to speak, already with these cards. Nothing can stay as it was. Nothing can stay in the same way. 10 of Wands. This came up for Leo too. You guys, we're so connected. We are family. We are family. Wow, and so interesting, because I'm looking at these notes still. Mars into retrograde, into Capricorn, I think will be a nice breath of fresh air for you. A little bit less of that pressure cooker feeling on you. We also have, then we hit into Virgo season, your 8th house. Here's a very spiritual house. This is really where you can get into some of those deeper interior spaces. 9 of Swords. Into some of those deeper mental spaces where you are holding burdens, where you are holding old walls up. All of the fixed signs are basically getting a huge thunderstorm coming in and toppling an old brick wall or something like that that's no longer serving them. Getting rid of an old dam and saying goodbye to it. And it's pretty intense. I think I said, this is going to be a Hall of Mirrors time, so don't get discouraged. Don't let it, dampen your spirits too much. Don't take it too seriously. Even though it is serious, I think that there has to be a sense of humor about August, honestly, because as serious as it might seem, it's also only as serious as you take it. It's a very relative time, August is, weirdly enough. Finally, we have a full moon in Pisces, which is a spiritual bath for you. It's kind of a cleansing. It's kind of a wiping away. 8 of Swords, Hanged Man. Wow, Aquarius. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Sun. I'll pull that out because I like that a lot. Okay. With that Pisces full moon at the end of the month, it is kind of a cleansing moon. After all this eclipse action, we roll into August with you guys just having come through a lunar eclipse, a total lunar eclipse with you guys, with Aquarius. I mean, that's going to skyrocket you right into, it's just going to land you right in August with all of that information that comes in, with all of that intensity that comes in. And then what do you do with it? Where do you put it? Well, you play. You play. You have fun. You have fun in the relational energy of Leo. You take it up. I look at this. I see an adventurer. I see you being light about things, actually. Trying some new things out. Some of you maybe are leaving something behind, admittedly. Maybe there is a relationship that's not serving you. Those eclipses and that Leo eclipse on the 11th, that is in your opposite sign of Leo, can shed light on relationships that aren't working for you. And that can be romantic, absolutely. It can also be just with people around you, the people that you relate to. You guys are loyal. Once you get into something, it can be hard to kind of see how you need to shift the pieces, but I'm seeing here that there is a desire for freedom. There is a desire to go searching. Listen to that. What is it telling you? Where is that seeking energy trying to take you? Because I have a sense there is an adventure that you want to start preparing for now. There is a shift that you want to start preparing for now. If you don't do it this month, that's okay. I have been saying this repeatedly, but August is a time to plant your seeds of intention and very much get ready to implement big change. It's the changes that are being made with this eclipse season and with the retrogrades as they are happening are the kind of changes that will take you far over a long period of time, over the next year or two. They will be things that burgeon and come to full fruition over time and slowly and steadily and consistently. And there's also a sense, Aquarius, that you have to be brave about something. You have to be brave and honest with yourself about something. That's what's coming in for me here. But it's so funny. We have this really profound mixture of the Fool and the Eight of Cups. And then we also have this duality here, the Three of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. And I find this hilarious. And I find this so Aquarian, I can hardly keep it together here because the Three of Cups is that jubilant, celebratory thing, right? And maybe some of you are in love with a couple people. It's possible. It's possible. It's there. There's some weird tensions going on here. But on the other hand, what I see here is having fun, being that party, that personality in the party that you started somehow, and you're in the midst of it and you're having fun. But underneath the surface of all this fun and this excitement and this playfulness and this flirtiness is this insane change that is coming through with you. And that is what I find so interesting about you guys and what I find so intriguing about you all. You are some of the people who can do this better than anybody, which is to be this socially amazing person. Like, you show up in a room and everybody's laughing and having a great time and wants to be around you and is intrigued by you and is laughing. It's amazing. You guys just fill up a room. And unbeknownst to everybody, you have this entire other world going on that is, you working through some really deep themes, you feeling detached from this whole world that you're entertaining, that you've created, that you've even brought to fruition. And I'm seeing it here very poignantly in August, that divide between the two parts of yourself. Because this Wheel of Fortune is speaking to the same theme that these two cards at the top of the reading speak to. There's a big change here. Something is getting left behind, and something it's skin shedding. Skin shedding is really the way I would say this. And once again, as we get into these next cards, one of the notes I said was don't get discouraged. And I was like, why am I saying that? Because yeah, there's a lot of retrograde action and things are hitting you in a very specific way. With all the earthbound energy for Aquarians, it's a little hard on you guys. I have to say, it's a little hard on you because it's not necessarily how you like to relate to the world, but collectively we're being asked to relate with this Uranus and Taurus energy and Saturn and then Mars retrograde and Pluto all in Capricorn. We're being asked to relate there, and it's like, oh, this is hard. But what it's kind of doing for you, I think, is it's helping you check in with where this revolution needs to take place. And it's in a little bit of a different place than maybe you've looked before. And it's interesting because this is all coming to a head in a very particularly sensitive time of year for you, which is Leo season. I mean, it really is a time of deep reflection because it's your mirror. And I'm so honored to be your mirror. I love it. But yes, it is your mirror time. And that's where this other energy, this is where this deeper energy comes in that is just so much like, oh my gosh, a deep dive into the many layers of your mind. 10 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 8 of Swords, Hanged Man. Wow. Can I get an amen? I actually am kind of digging this in a weird way. I think I dig this for Aquarius specifically. I don't know that this would be for everyone. Here's the deal. You saw the revolution at the base of this reading, right? That some leaf needs to be turned over, something needs to be left behind, something needs to be opened up. And interestingly enough, you have some old blockages that are popping up. And these are what these eclipses are doing. These are what these moons are doing. These are what these retrogrades are doing, is it's opening up this stuff, especially for fixed signs. It's just what's happening. 10 of Wands, you are putting down a burden. Stop taking responsibilities that are not yours. Put it down. I know you guys want to do everything really well. I know you want to be on top of your game. I know you want to be the best. There's something that feels really heavy for you guys this month, though. That's what I'm noticing. It's like something is just not feeling fun for you. A lot of things are. Like I said, there's this playful energy around you that's really light and fun and festive, and we're having a great time. But underneath, it's like there's something just holding you. August is a time to wash that away. Let the rains wash it away, right? Because it's getting you into this Hall of Mirrors mindset. Whatever this is, it's like you can't tell what the truth is. You can't tell. Maybe there's somebody in your life who acts one way and then says one thing and then acts a different way. Maybe there's a situation in your life that on paper it looks so good. It's like, this makes sense. This is something I can hold on to. This is something that I can do. But every time you live it, it feels heavy. It feels clumsy. It feels out of character. It does not feel like it lines up with you at all. It wakes you up in the middle of the night. It disrupts your sleep pattern. It gets you into that part of your mind that is so beautiful and brilliant, but also really debilitating at times and can actually get in the way of your happiness. It's telling you something. It is pinging at you. I always say with this, it's like the telephone ringing in the back room of your mind. And at first you can ignore it because it's a pretty quiet ringing. And slowly but surely it gets louder and louder and louder and louder until you just have to go pick up that phone and get the message, right? I'm seeing that here. It's like you guys have something that is holding you. And for some of you, it's about leaving behind something, leaving behind a relationship that's not serving you, leaving behind a job that's not serving you, leaving behind a way of life that is just keeping you in this gridlock. Like, I can feel tension. Like, my stomach is starting to hurt as I'm talking to you right now. There's a lot of tension. There's a lot of pain there. And it's, like, unnecessary. Like, that's the thing. It's nothing that needs to happen. It's nothing that needs to hold you, but it's there. Some of you, it's that. And some of you, it's that you are being asked to put your foot on a new path creatively, inventively, or where you're living, right? Take it easy this month. Hanged Man is here to tell me, take it easy. And then the Sun popped up at the end to have fun. That might seem like strange advice. But here's the thing. This is getting sorted out really organically. You already know what it is. You already know what you need to shed. It's been kind of coming up slowly but surely over the last few months. Consistently. It's been waving at you, saying hi, checking in. Hey, are you ready to acknowledge this? Are you ready to make this shift? And in August, it's just clear. It's just clear. And there's no reason to get tense about it. There's no reason to overanalyze it. It's really simple, whatever this is, Aquas. Like, I'm actually surprised. Normally we go to some really profound, weird places when we sit down and talk. I'm always surprised at what comes up. And this month it's just like, oh no, you already know. You know where you need to step up your game and where you need to walk away. You know where you need to be clear on your boundaries. The Sun came out again. I was pulling a final card from my Cosmic Tarot and the Sun came out. And it makes a lot of sense. This is another Leo card. You know, Leo is ruled by the Sun. Take a cue from the Leo way. That's what's coming up here for me, right? Take a cue from your partners, from your other halves, symbolically speaking. Some of you maybe really are involved with Leos. That's pretty common. It's a very common pairing. But it doesn't have to be about that. It is Leo season. It is a time of year where you are assessing and where you are reflecting and where you are seeing yourself with absolute clarity. It's also true that being in the warmth of the Sun, being in the warmth of being in this world can give you a lot of your answers with very little strife and very little confusion and very little mental torture. Of course, you can write all these stories. You can write. You can write and write and write. You guys are absolutely capable of that. And if you're having fun with it, why not? Right away. However, there seems to be an evident truth here about what needs to happen. And honestly, I can't tell you exactly where that is coming in. Let it speak loud and proud. Watch the synchronicities unfold, for sure. Watch people around you and how they're acting and reacting to you and to situations. That Hanged Man is a really cool position for Aquas, I think, because I think you can roll with that. You guys remember and note down a lot. You are very observant, and I think people sometimes don't even realize how observant you are. And you can collate that information and utilize it. You don't have to do everything. You don't have to take everything on your shoulders. In fact, a lot of what's going on in August and in general this season has been a refinement, paring down the list of things everybody's involved with to the things that really matter to you. Not the things you think you should be doing, not the things that feel like they have to get done because they just have to get done. The things you want to be doing, the things that make sense for you, the things that really honor you. If you're like hanging out with somebody and you're really not that into it, what are you doing? What are you doing? Right? That's not going to apply to everybody. I know. I love you guys. I'm just giving an example. I'll give you some more. If you're sitting in an office job or in a creative environment even, or something like that, and it's just sucking the life out of you, and every morning you go there, you feel like you're betraying your soul, what are you doing? And this is like what the energy will be. I'm just like encapsulating what the energy is going to be doing. What are you doing? If you have somebody that has been on your mind for months and you didn't address something, and this could have happened months ago, earlier this year, something that's been unaddressed for a while, something that's been haunting you, that's been waking you up in the middle of the night and feeling like it's disarming you and weighing you down and bunching you up and like making you feel like you can't let the past go. Why aren't you reaching out? Why aren't you making that clear? Why aren't you putting that right? I mean, seriously, there's a little bit of attitude with the universe here. I'm shocked because I came in thinking, oh, my Aquarians, maybe I'll cry today. I'm not crying because it's so simple. It's so simple. Change doesn't always have to be this harrowing, confusing thing. I think that's the gift of August. Sometimes it's just crisp, it's clear, it's easy. Anything you plant this month, any intention you plant this month will come to full fruition, even if it takes a few months, even if it takes another year. Use the time wisely. Use the retrogrades wisely. Use these downloads from these eclipses very wisely. And then take it and set off. Virgo season is your 8th house. Transformation. Time to shift some pieces. Time to shed some skins. We're already getting in there at the end of August. There's no reason to be utilizing your energy for something that doesn't light you up. It's time to go. If you don't relate to the party you started, it's okay. You started the party. Great. Go start the next one that makes sense for you. I'm sorry if I have attitude to my loves in this video. I am actually happy because I know you can handle it. And it's been this emotional roller coaster with y'all for a few months now. And it's kind of fun to have my attitude back and to get to like have the back and forth banter with you a little bit, because that's one of my favorite things to do with Aquas is just have the banter, play devil's advocate, have a little bit of fun. I love you guys so much. I do. I can't get enough of your energy. Like, you light me up. You show me who I am too, so thank you. I am doing readings, scheduling September and on, so please get in touch with me at SARAHTAROT.com or with my email or at the SARAHTAROT at Instagram. I'll leave all that in the description box. I'm sitting here with PinkLune's gorgeous jewelry. I mean, really, she's just out of control these days. I'm so happy. 15% off. I'll leave her Etsy shop and the promo code below. And Jill Sands, a fellow Leo who has created some really heart-centered energy here in these works of art. She sells originals and prints, so check out her website. I will also leave that in the description box. I love you guys. I'll see you in September for more of this like crazy transformation you guys are going through. I know you're going to do an amazing job. It's going to be so much fun. You're going to have fun with it. That's the funny part about it. It's going to be fun. Let's do it. Let's do it.